Welcome to this high intensity resistance training session. You're going to use a set of dumbbell, and today's session you're going to use an exercise band as well, besides of course good shoes and an exercise mat. And it's a good thing to bring a bottle of water. Today's session we're going to work in a work frame to begin with 1 minute on and 15 seconds for the next exercise. But we're going to do things a little bit differently. The first exercise, for example, we're going to do a triceps pump with our band, and we're going to do that for 30 seconds. Then we're going to leave the band, grab our dumbbells right immediately after, and then we're going to continue for the rest of the minute with the dumbbell doing the same exercise. And then we're going to move on to an ab exercise, and further on, and we have one pulse exercise and then a strength exercise again. So in the first block out of 2, we have 4 exercises. 3 of them are strength focused and 1 of them are pulse exercises. Then we have a little bit of a break, and then we move on to block number 2 with the same setup, where we're going to do the band first in the first 30 seconds and then move on with the dumbbells. 3 strength and 1 pulse exercise. And then we're gonna end the whole full session up doing a bit of a cardio, boosting our metabolism and just get in an even better shape. So get your gear, you're a little bit warmed up before you meet me here, and then we're just gonna smack it and we're just gonna hit it as hard as possible. But of course, you take care of you and you do you. So get your gear and meet me here. We are ready for the first exercise. So you're gonna grab your band and make sure that your dumbbell is right next to you, so you are able to grab them right after the first 30 seconds with the band. So we're gonna start out by doing a triceps kick pump. So up with that band tight and nice, leaning forward, and we're gonna stay back here doing a pump, feel that squeeze in your triceps, and we're just gonna drop the band and go straight into a triceps kick, full range of motion. And we're gonna do that for the first minute, and in the rest period I will of course show you the next exercise. So you ready with your band for that triceps pump and for the work frame of the 1 minute and 15 seconds in between. So bring that band, bit of distance between your feet, nice and straight position here, shoulders backing up, and we're gonna do the pump. So for the first 30 seconds, we're gonna stay here, get some repetition in. So pushing back and stay up with chest, engaging the muscle between your shoulder blades, of course your core and your pelvic floor. Pushing it back 10 more seconds. So you have your dumbbell right next to you because you're gonna go and get them within 4 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Dumbbells and dumbbells up, and continue here for the final seconds. Inhale and exhale. So chest is up. In a few seconds, we're gonna sit down and you're gonna bring your band. 15 seconds, and inhale, exhale. Keep it on, full range of motion for final 5 seconds. 3, 2, and in for that rest. So let's go down, sitting here, band folded, and we're gonna lean back and we're gonna reach back, pull, and opposite side. And we're gonna do that for 1 minute. So leaning down, let's go. Pulling back and opposite side. So as we are pulling the band, we are twisting our lower body, squeezing our oblique muscle, engage the full core area. And if you find this is too much and maybe too much for a minute, you are gonna continue focusing on your ab area. We'll come back to that upper body. Then you can just drop the band and you can go from one side to the other one. So pushing it with or without band. You can always put your heels down for a little bit of a easing off with your lower back, but engage your core and your abs. The more you do that, you less pressure on your lower back. So engaging your muscle. 10 more seconds. Inhale, pushing back. Exhale. And equal amount on each side, pulling over, and finally here. Get up, and we're gonna do high knees for 30 seconds, going straight to a mountain climber for 30 seconds. So back in that minute, leaning back. So 30 seconds, moving our knees up, shoulders are down, And get that good breathing in. Pushing it hard. So you do know, out of the 4 first exercises, and this one is the only cardio, so pushing it, elevating your heart rate, and in 5 seconds, we are gonna go down for a mountain climber, and that's what we're gonna do now. Continue here, engaging your core, inhale, exhale. So continue for those 20 seconds more, and then we have an exercise where we're gonna lie down. We're gonna do a glute bridge with our band. Pushing it here for 10 seconds. Inhale, exhale, and we do have 15 seconds in between. 2, and lie down. Just as before, we're gonna fold the band halfway, lying down, hands down, so we can feel the squeeze and the resistance in our glute bridge. Let's go. So here we're gonna stay just for the full minute. No shifting between band or dumbbells, just pulling up and squeezing. So make sure you're resting in your upper body, in your neck, in your face, and you're gonna engage your core. Pushing up through that resistant band, engaging your pelvic floor, feel the squeeze. And of course we are engaging a bit of our upper body because we're pulling down towards the band, so we keep the hands nice and tight on the ground. 20 seconds, engaging your pelvic floor, and keep it nicely going here. Pushing it up, slowly down. And in a few seconds, we are going back up for exercise number 1. So up we go. Dumbbells close to you, and in for our triceps pump for the first 30 seconds. We have 5 seconds to get ready, shoulders down, leaning forward, and do that pumping. So pushing back, push, push, inhale, engaging. Tighten up in your core, easing off your lower back, chin is in, chest is up, even though we're leaning forward. And we're gonna go for another 8 seconds here. Be prepared to grab your dumbbells for the final 30 seconds. And here we go. Dumbbells up, pushing back, squeezing in again. Inhale and exhale. So feel the resistance from your dumbbells. Just another kind of touch from doing the pump with the band. Challenging your muscle tissue. 8 more seconds, squeezing, bring it back 5 seconds, and then we're gonna sit down. Yep, so sitting down, bend, just folding our band, and you find out how much you're gonna pull that band up. We're gonna twist for 2 in each side. Let's go, shoulders down, pushing that right arm back, pulling it back, and twisting lower body pull. So you can feel both the muscle in your upper body doing that pull back. The opposite arm is just gonna stay straight forward, and you get some shoulder stability around that part. And we're gonna twist and connect with our core. Chin is in, pushing it back. And again, you can leave the band, focus on doing the ab. And you can also put your hands down and do the exercise to easing off your lower back. And you could of course always lie down and do some lifting from here instead. Lots of possibilities. So the most important thing is that you keep going. And 5 more seconds. Pulling it back and up for a standing position. High knees to our mountain climber. Make sure you're not gonna hit any of your equipment here. Shoulders are down, and we have 3 seconds for those high knees. So bring these up, leaning back a bit. make sure you get affected on your breathing. Not saying that you're not affected on your breathing while you do the strength exercises, but you should be even more boosting yourself here. And 15 seconds more before we do mountain climber. You can always continue here if getting up and down is uncomfortable for you. 4, 3, 2, and in for those mountain climber. So if it can comfort you a bit here, working hard and smart, we are lying down on our back in just a few seconds doing the glute bridge with the band. 15 seconds. Inhale and exhale. You should try to push yourself affected on that breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and on our back. Pushing that band over, hands down. And let's push off from our heels. Squeezing slowly down. So a bit of an extension in our lower back on the way down, and a bit of a flexion as we go up. So inhaling, squeezing, get the resistance from the band. So the more you push down with your hands, tightening up your band, the more you get boosting your glutes, your powerhouse. Inhale. And you should be affected still on your breathing. Squeezing, pushing upwards. 20 seconds. Not about how many you do, but that you can feel the ones you're doing, and that's all about the muscle and the mind connection, including your pelvic floor. The pelvic floor is a muscle as well. We just tend to forget about it. I will remind you, that's my mission. 2, and back up. For the first exercise, third and final round, triceps kickback, dumbbells close to you, and let's go for that final one. Pushing back and stay up, leaning forward but still in a straight position. Hope that makes sense. So we're not hanging in our lower back, we are coming up, nice and strong position here. So pushing and pumping back. Inhale, exhale, shoulders down. And 5 more seconds to grab your dumbbells. 3, 2, and let go of that band and pushing back. If round number 3 here is a little bit too tough, you can continue with your band or you can go single arm, but I'm encouraging you to do the hardest possible you. So meaning that when you're done with this workout, a little bit over half an hour, you should not be able to think that you should do another session of some kind of workout. 3, 2, and dumbbells down, sitting down. So much better for you to work hard, short, and efficiently. So don't. First thing, it's a time saver, and it's boosting our metabolism, and you're not ending up emptying your refrigerator because you're so tired and you're so hungry and you don't know the difference, and then you just go ahead and grab a lot of calories. Of course you should eat right after your workouts, so you're building up. If you have no food or anything to build up with, it's kind of hard to build anything, just like building a house. No bricks, no house. No food, no strong body. So pushing back. Chin is in. Bring it back or continue without the band. Do remember the oblique work here. Use your ab muscle. 8 seconds. 2 to go, and into center. No equipment for the high knee and the mountain climber, except for your wonderful working body, of course, the most important thing. So ready in 4 seconds, shoulders back, engaging, and let's bring those knees into play for our final 30 seconds. So this is where you should be affected even more on your breathing. Every time you get a shorter breath, your body needs to recover. Recovery costs calories, and that's a good thing. Grabbing that excessive muscle tissue and boosting your muscle tissue instead. Believe me, as I mentioned before in some of my session here, Ready for Mountain Climber, I have been doing it all, working out for hours and hours. You should keep it hard and short, intense. Keep it as an interval training, and that even counts more and more as we age. And especially us women, we need to push it. Hard inhale, and of course men do that too, but we should be extra focused as we get older. 2, and here we are. Yeps, glute bridge, our 4th exercise and our final round. So we just have a break coming up in a few seconds. Squeezing for the full 1 minute here. Pushing it up, down again. No hyperextension in your lower back. Up, stop the movement with your glute contraction, back again. So engage your pelvic floor. It's always a good thing to work with that pelvic floor, and it's a lot more fun to laugh and cough, not peeing in your pants. And working with that pelvic floor is as well for men. If it's a taboo to not speak about the pelvic floor for women, it's even more a silent secret for men. And I don't know why, because we all have that pelvic floor. Squeeze 10 more seconds. Up we go. Slowly down. Inhaling and exhaling. 4 seconds. Let's go. Squeeze and fill our way. And here we are. Timer to a stop. Grab some water. And we are gonna go with that second block. So of course, 4 new different exercises, and this is gonna leave you with a full body workout. Water, I love it. Okay, so the first exercise, we are gonna do the same setup. We're gonna do the band for 30 seconds, move on with the dumbbells for 30 seconds. We're gonna do a shoulder fly in here, and instead of pushing back, we're gonna keep our elbows a little bit slightly bent, moving up here and try to stay up for the first 30 seconds. Drop the band, bring up the dumbbells, and continue here. And then we're gonna do some sit up with the band, and we're gonna do some wide leg run with a mountain climber cross under, and we're gonna finish off with a biceps pump, bring up the dumbbells for the final 30 seconds. Yep, you had time to get some water now with me all explaining. And then do remember we had that little part of a booster in the end, working for 30 seconds with some pulse training. So we have the timer here. You are ready with your band for the shoulder fly, the dumbbells next to you, and let's hit it. 10 seconds of a countdown. I'm gonna bring my dumbbells right in front of me so I won't lose any seconds. And let's move it up here. If this is too tight, you can of course loosen the grip of the band, but you can also step out with 1 foot instead. And make sure you stay up here, not slacking. I see too often. Bring your chest up, and of course your chin in. 10 more seconds, ready to get your dumbbells. Pulling up for another 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, leave the band down and continue here. And you can go with both arms or single arm. No worries. Hakuna Matata, as they would say in Zanzibar. Maybe you've been working out with me here on my channel when I was in Zanzibar doing a HIIT workout, no equipment on the beach. Or else you can go have a look at that. Always good to have those sessions with no equipment you can do anywhere. Yeps, down here, bring your band for a bit of agility challenge. You're gonna bring your band up, setting up, bring it underneath, and back again. Pushing lower back down. Yep, let's go. Lifting up, underneath. Hold the position here. Bring it up and down again. And if this is too much, you can just go up, bring your feet up and down, and lowering back down again. But I find it's kind of a bit of fun to challenge yourself. All about mobility in your hips and your knees. Being able to stay in control and slowly down. So down with that lower back, reaching up, underneath, over, slowly down. So no slapping down into the exercise mat. You are the one in control over your body. And if you're not, who should be? And we have 10 more seconds. Do remember to keep that chin in so you're not setting off from the exercise mat with your head. And up. So bring the band to the side, dumbbells to the side, wide leg run here into a mountain climber, cross under. 5 seconds, arms out to the side, strong, nice here, and bring those knees up. And you can always go with the bouncing here. So staying up here, inhale and exhale. No pulling back, don't force a whiplash on your own head. Just keep that chin in and stay up here. 10 more seconds. Before we go down, you can always stay here, you can do the modification, and we are ready for the mountain climber. Cross under, so pulling that knee to the opposite arm. So before we did just forth and back, and now we're doing the cross under. So engaging your full core area. Inhale, exhale for another 10 seconds. And 3 strength exercise and 1 pulse exercise. So we should be able to handle this. We're gonna go with some biceps pump. Yes. Bring your band and stepping on. A little bit like the shoulder fly, but we're gonna bring it up, put arms into the side. Make sure you don't let your band pull your wrist down. And we're gonna go from 90 degree in our elbow, so a straight arm here, up, and shoulders are back, pushing it up, and inhale. And do know you're only gonna stay here for 30 seconds, so pushing it, make sure that your veins are showing on your arms, shoulders down, inhale, exhale, keep it on, ready to get your dumbbells, 4 seconds, 3, 2, and down, and continue here, arms out to the side, chest is still up, so still the same, just a little bit slower, and you could go with single arm. I like to inhale as I'm pulling up, I like to exhale as I'm going down. Get a little bit of a nice grip in your glutes, your thighs. 8 more seconds, and then we're back for this shoulder fly. Bring it up and slowly down. Yep. So still dumbbells close to you and me. Exercise number 1, round number 2. If you lost track, I will help you. Bring arms up and pushing it up. Inhale, exhale, squeezing. And if you feel it's more comfortable pushing your thumb up, you just go ahead and do that. So pushing, just stay a little bit around your shoulder joint, squeezing for 10 more seconds. Don't look up, look a little bit ahead of you. 5 seconds, pushing it, ready to get your dumbbells now. So up we go, continue here, and back again. So right after this exercise, we have the ab exercise, so we are resting a bit of our upper body. Slowly down, inhale, bring it up, in control. On the way up and on the way down for another 7 seconds. Pushing it, final 1, and dumbbells down. Lying down, do remember your band, folded on center of the band, and we should push our lower back down, and bring your band underneath your feet. So engaging, up we go, underneath, or slowly down. So the band is just like add a little extra fun for this exercise. Or you can go here, bring feet up, down again, and slowly back. And you can always combine it. You can do the first 30 seconds underneath, and you can do 30 seconds with the modification. We have 30 seconds to the lift. Back we go, and underneath. So make sure you are pushing that lower back down. Engage your pelvic floor as well. Chin is in. And 15 seconds. So you should feel that it's your abs lifting you off the ground. And 5 more seconds. Yep, here we are. And wide leg run, our one pulse exercise in this block. Arms up, knees coming up in just a few seconds. Inhale and let's go with the arms for the first 30 seconds. Or you might want to do the modification. Pulling it down, so you should feel your heart rate racing. 10 seconds. So just a few seconds, hands down and mountain climb across under. That's now pushing it under. And make sure that you have a nice tight area here. Do think about you doing this in with no top on. Might be best if you're a woman and you kept your bra on, but just to make the picture that you want to squeeze in that nice and tight, that full area for 5 more seconds. 2 and back up, band, biceps, pump, dumbbells right after, shoulders down and ready. So straighten your wrist and pumping up, so not all the way down, up here, pumping from here. So make sure you're standing with the best possible alignment, pushing it up. This is a pump and we only have 1 more round in a few seconds. 1 more round of each exercise. 5 seconds, pushing up. And 2 and let go. Dumbbells up and down again. Squeezing and bring it up and back again. 15 seconds. Squeezing slowly down. 5 more seconds. Or go single arm and in we go. We're now ready officially for our 3rd and last round. Shoulder flies and leaning forward, 2 and pushing it up, squeezing, bring it up, inhale, exhale. So a little bit of a forward position here. Stay here for another 15 seconds before you bring your dumbbells. You do remember, this is our final round on each exercise. Chin is in, pushing yourself, and yes, it's supposed to be a little bit pushy and hard here. And bring up dumbbells, full range of motion, slowly down. Inhale, and exhale. 15 seconds. Ready to do the sit-up. And bring it up. Slowly down, 1 more. Yep. Lie down with your band. 5 seconds. lower back down, chin in, and let's go up. Final one for this one. So with or without underneath feet. So as we're lifting up here, pushing down, chin is in, up we go, underneath, slowly down again. Whoopsie. Yep, agility work here. So it's probably easier if you keep the band nice and tight. 25 seconds. Final round here. 5 seconds means we can just get a final one. Whoopsie, that was a perfect one. And down. Wide leg run. White because not because we are white as the color white, but white because we're moving our legs out to the side. Yes, bring it up. Chin is in, and you are gonna push it because you only have a biceps curl left, and then I have a little present for you in the end with some pulse cardio. So 15 seconds more just to wrap everything up. 5 seconds. 2, and let's go for those cross under. Inhale and exhale. So pushing it for final 15 seconds. We have the bicep right after one. So make sure you can be affected on your breathing. If this is too much, come back up for a standing position. Continue doing the wide leg run where head sits up and feet are down. Yeps. Band and dumbbells. A nice bit of water's right there around the corner. Shoulder back, squeezing and arms in. Let's go. Pumping up and down. It's always good to do some variation for your workouts. Sometimes we do full range of motion, sometimes we do a little less. Sometimes we use a band, sometimes dumbbells, sometimes body weight. But you probably know if you've been working out with me for a while. 5 seconds, you can find all kind of exercises. Dumbbells, also for rest days, like connecting tissue stretch. So what I'm saying in between the lines, make sure you do different kind of challenging workouts for your body to keep it up on its toes and strong and healthy, and thereby I would bet a happier life. 5 seconds. Bring it up and down, and equipment out to the side. Get a bit of water. I will change the workout frame here to go with 30 seconds on, 10 seconds for the next. We have 2 exercises. First, we're gonna do a side weight jump. We're gonna do that for 30 seconds, 3 rounds, right in a row. Then we're gonna move on to a star jacks 3 times in a row. So star jacks is this one, and I will make sure to show you some modification if you need to. So you have your equipment out to the side, and you know this is approximately 30 seconds, 3 or 4 minutes or so. So just boosting up your whole system, wrapping everything up, leaving you sweaty and energized, hopefully. So let's go for the countdown and ready for that side weight jump. So jumping from side to side using your arms. 3, 2, and 30 seconds here. Pushing it as hard as you can. If this is too much, you can go a little bit slighter, all depending on where you are in your fitness journey. But if you're all advanced and been working out for a long time, you're just gonna push it, jumping from side to side like nothing before. Only for the 30 seconds, 10 seconds. Inhale using your arms. Exhale, get affected. And besides getting affected on your heart rate, you're also getting that bouncing break. 30 seconds, coming up. You're gonna get that pushing up for your bones, for your bone density. So that's a good thing as well. Yep, you might not be able to hear what I'm saying because you're focused on getting shorter breath. That's completely fine. So this is a second round of the sideways jump. One more and then we shuffle over to that start jacks, and you are so close to being there. So bring it up, inhale, 10 seconds, pushing it. Do the modification, do a little bit of each. Get your arms into the bip bip. We have a bit of a break, so maybe you noticed that I turned off the sound of the beeper. Some people find it a little bit too hard, so let's go. Squeezing, engaging. Bring those arms back, pushing your buttocks back, but still that point between your in here and solar plexus and your belly button is staying in a nice straight position. 15 seconds. So 30 seconds, that's a amount where you can push yourself to the hardest. 4, 3, 2, and here we are for the start jacks. And please put your hands up above, so if you look up you can see your hands not behind your head. It's too hard. Let's go. It's too hard for your shoulder joint, pushing your arms back. Again, I see it often. You need to keep those arms in front of you, out to the side. You can do some jacks here instead. You can shuffle up and you can go with a heel in and bring it up. So squeezing, 10 seconds, out to the side, both with arms and your feet, legs, and a break. 1 minute divided on 2 intervals. So ready for that? Second out of 3, 2, and let's go. Pushing it. So let me hear your heartbeat. Boom, 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 boom. And it's all healthy, as long as you're not getting nauseous or dizzy, of course. So 15 seconds more. I'm here with you. Engage your core, your pelvic floor. Make sure your arms are in front of you. Inhale as you go up. Exhale on your way down. 2 and 1. Final one. It's a good sign. 3, 2, and 1. So engaging that full area. Inhaling, exhaling. So if I should do this on my own, I was not able to speak to you. So you need to work so you're not able to either sing or speak at all. Pushing it, 10 more seconds. 5 seconds. Yes, great job. Get some well-deserved water. So just as I want to put a link on top for the warm-up, as I did, and also I'm also going to put a link for some stretching for you to do. So you can go ahead or just do your favorite part. I just want to keep the session in a certain time frame. So if this session was right spot on your exercise level, you just go have a look. And some of the other high intensity resistant training session, where we bring a band or a set of dumbbell, or some high intensity interval training session, Hiit, where we usually don't use any equipment. So you can do all kind of things. Maybe it's just been a vacation period for you. You need a little bit of a loving kick in your butt. You can go ahead and look at my channel and find some challenging, like 15 minutes of workouts 3 times a day, maybe a 10 minutes workout with a challenge in the end. So many different things to choose about. And if you all new to the end, you find this session a little bit too advanced, even though you did the modification, go and look. I have a beginner workout challenge for you as well. So you're always most welcome to, of course, give it a like, put a comment. It's great to know you're out there working with me, and I will come back to you. Sometimes YouTube is a little bit slow, so if I don't answer immediately, that's why I didn't get the comment just right there. So go ahead, do some stretching, or maybe you just did some stretching while I was talking. So until I see you next time, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay strong. Take good care. Bye.